First of all, I would like to thank Cheryl for her time to spend with us this night. It's afternoon in Canada right now. And yeah, even though it is a short notice, because I just asked her like a few days ago if she could present her Atomy vision, but still, she gave us her time. So please welcome everyone. She is a mother of two, a very successful professional in terms of the nursing industry. She really loves the products of Atomy and she is astonished with the vision of the company. So please welcome Diamond Master Cheryl Boniel to share her Atomy vision with us.
Thank you. That was an amazing introduction. Um, our Joyce was able to introduce a bit about myself, but I would like to share more. My name is Cheryl, Diamond Master in the Atomy journey. So most of my sharing right now would be more about my story and, as what I see about the value of Atomy. And at the same time, my goal at the end is to make your conviction strong and really value that we all met Atomy, right? Because truly enough, I couldn't be more grateful that I really pursue this. My background is nursing. I really love her. So when I met Atomy, I'm not really I'm looking for something to, a change, to look forward, but I am in the state where I'm okay. My husband is okay. We're not financially amazing, but I've got a good profession and my husband is okay. So I believe like we're stable. But initially, what how I met Ashley is through a skincare, right? This is the old one. And this is what introduced me and got me to Atomy, this skincare. So I will share more, but it's really amazing. I will share more about the detailed what I, fell in love with this product. But because of the product, it got me in, and I looked deeper and researched how a product that's so cheap is so good because I do have a lot of skin issues. So when I met it, I get very curious. And as I've said, I'm not really looking for something to start like a business or anything, right? But when I met Atomy, I really have a gut feeling that this company will really be a household brand. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be everybody has to really know about the brand because the product is so good and so cheap, right? Now I saw a video of CEO Park, and that is the balanced life. That concept really hit me, but at the same time, I said, if this would work, this would be my opportunity to really help out to my family, especially my sister in the Philippines, because just like that's why I feel very comfortable. Mostly are Filipino here because my story is I share, I help, I send money to my parents, right? And I could relate that. I think most of the Filipinos, we do that. We help out our families in the Philippines. And because of that, I feel like, I have my own family already, and I think I need to have them start something, especially my sister in the Philippines, to see the vision of this platform. And probably one day, if this works for her, of course, it's a bonus for me. But one day they could self-sustain themselves, right? So I've seen that hope. But through my journey, I really, really love the products. So I'm just simply sharing it. I wasn't thinking of a business, okay, from the start. Um, because at that time, 2006, 2014, I've met Atomy, but at the same time, it's just like, loving the products. But there was news that Atomy will hit Philippines. And so when I've heard, oh, Philippines, so that's why it's going to be a great, amazing opportunity for my sister and, anybody who needed. That was my vision, right? And whatever money I will get from Atomy, I wouldn't get it from money from the pocket of my husband. But, whatever money I get from the Atomy platform, I'm going to donate it. I'm going to give it, right? I don't have to ask from him, but whatever I get, I'm going to share it. So that was my vision, but loving the product, right? Now, why, despite of my roadblocks, why I really have really like, caught me and pursue the business. First is, if you saw the picture I showed earlier, it was me presenting through Atomy company presentations, because at that time when we started Atomy in Canada, there was really not much speakers, right? Mostly are Koreans. And so because of that, I love the concept balanced life. I love the products. I couldn't live without the products. I love the lifestyle of Atomy. I love it. So I could really share it naturally. And because in the Philippines, I was also teaching, and my history is more into the nursing profession in the university, I feel like quite comfortable sharing, right? Especially if it comes from the heart and it's genuine. So I volunteered. I volunteered to share about the company, because in my advocacy, every time I volunteer, Atomy company really, have a special place in my heart when it comes to the motto of the company. Cherish the spirit, create the vision, follow the faith, and serve in humility. So why continue to pursue the path? It was mainly, the motto of the company resonates with my value. And of course, the products is so good and we have to spread this news to everyone, right? But it's so hard to create really, like when you don't have that money yet touching on your hand, right? I'm not even an auto sales master before. But it was just a hope that I see that this company would be so big. And now, looking back, despite of all my roadblocks, why I continue to pursue it, I would really say, I appreciate now the passive income. Nursing, it's an active income. And I'm so, so, so thankful to the Atomy platform that I pursue this, because when the pandemic hits, can you imagine? My goal is really all about family. So I have to push my nursing because I want to have to be with my family despite of, the chaos with the changes of online school. So I tried to stop doing nursing, and I just would like to take care of my family, And you know what? That was the time really that I appreciate more the auto sales master, the passive income from Atomy, because it just keeps coming, right? And the volume people started to realize the importance of online platform, and they just keep buying, right? And because of the passive income, what can a passive income do to us, honestly? At the beginning, Atomy, passive income 2 to 4,000. But what can it really do for us? It can create us a freedom of time, freedom of money. Freedom of time means I can have more choices now. And that's something very, very valuable. If I say I don't want to, I decreased my number of hours from nursing, now that I went back for a few hours. But why do I have the guts to, all of a sudden decrease my hours? All of a sudden, if I would like to work, I'm going to pick up a shift. Why? Because now, of the passive income from auto sales master, I could sustain some of my living expense because of the Atomy platform. And that's really my goal to everyone here. I want you to create and understand the passive income is completely different from the active income, because our body as a nurse, I really understand our body has a concept of wear and tear. We're not going to be healthy all the time. As we age, are we ready for retirement? Do you have those income in mind already? That just in case you stop working, do you have that pump line money that will come? Because I haven't thought about it until I started really seeing the passive income from Atomy platform. And another reason why, despite of the roadblocks, I continue to pursue this, it's because all our effort, it's inheritable to 3 generations. I don't know how far you've researched about the Atomy, but if you did, you would understand that this platform is huge. It's global. It's a big business, right? Our income, if you just want 2 to 4 thousand, that would be your initial goal. Yes, right? But of course, this is also self-note to me because I am still in the 2 to 4, but I would like to move forward. You know, the goal, if you want 10,000, 20,000, that completely depends on individual person. So Virgie wants to make 10,000. You have to understand that 10,000 requires some actions and also some effort on our part. It's not that easy. I will show you all my roadblocks. And if you hit all these roadblocks, go back to me and compare what I've been through to you, and you can evaluate yourself. Oh, no, 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 no. This journey I have to keep pursuing. And that photo is my family. So the 3 generations I'm thinking about for my son and for my daughter. When I started the beginning, as I've mentioned, that's why I shared it. I would like it money to really share it all the time, right? You won't believe it. For years, I've been doing atomy. Every time I get a commission, because I was just starting it for fun as a hobby at the beginning, it usually goes for donation. But things change, and I have to understand an abundance in yourself, then you can share more. So my goal is really to make sure I feed my own family, and then I could give more. If before I could just give $200, now I would like to give more. If this Atomy platform really, I'm able to grow this business with you guys. So what are my roadblocks? First, I don't know if you can relate to this. First, of course, because of the bias of network marketing, right? Negative connotation with the community. My peers, they started to buy it, right? But nobody really, you can sense the respect. It wasn't there because this is network marketing, right? But that's okay because they don't know Atomy. They don't know Atomy that we are an amazing company. But at the same time, my husband wasn't at all, he respects me, but he doesn't want to get involved in this platform because of the network marketing, right? And because the family is into traditional business. So you will meet people who will not understand what we're doing or what we're pursuing or what this platform, but that's all right because they don't know much about Atomy yet, right? The same with me. When I started to get so serious with Atomy, the more it kind of resists even my husband. So because why do you have to represent a network marketing when you are an educator? Can't you just pursue your nursing? And but I've been there. I've tried management in nursing. I've started educator, but there's so much meaning in the Atomy platform, and there's really something in Atomy platform that continues to draw me back to doing the Atomy. So first, when there's a party, every time I go sit down and join them, people will start to go up because I cannot help my mouth. I keep talking about Atomy. So can you imagine that? How heartbreaking that could be? You join with your bottle and everybody's going out, and then my husband just gonna be shaking his, But second, I attended a retreat. Then the speaker talked about network marketing. And can you imagine how ashamed my husband that I represent a network marketing? And at that time, I still represent the company, going to hotels, and I never show up in any of those, right? But he respects me because he doesn't know much about Atomy. And now it's a completely different story. The third roadblocks, when the Atomy opened in the Philippines, I really have a big vision. I spent so much of my time. Every time it's a free time, the same with everybody who started it. You see a bigger vision, right? I added a lot of memberships. With failing to understand that this platform is actually about auto-consumer, right? Auto-consumer, regular consumer. I kept busy recruiting and getting membership, right? But I wasn't able to analyze that they have to be transformed to become auto-consumer. It's this one in Atomy. It's not just about a lot of distributors. This is a balance of distributors at the same time as auto consumer, right? Because the auto consumer is the one that's gonna pump in your volume, especially if you want to reach the auto sales master and maintain it, the beginning. However, when the Philippine market opened, we still spent a month sharing Atomy in the Philippines with all my contacts, and that was area 2. We went there, we ventured, but there was so much delays and long story with the Philippine market, but it wasn't what we expected, right? There was no volume coming in. At the same time, I opened 2 centers, and each of those centers, you know, my savings, I put it in there because I really want this to work for my sister at the beginning, so I don't have to be sending money. It turned out it didn't work. And that was really one of my biggest failure because I put 2 centers in the Philippines, Bacolod and Samar. And believe me, how would you feel when you've created so big of a vision and then all of a sudden you put your savings, you want this to work for your family, and all of a sudden you weren't seeing the result. 2017, right? But you know what? All those roadblocks are actually not a reason for you to, you're gonna meet a lot of roadblocks too. And the reason why I'm sharing this in detail is because in this journey with Atomy, you're gonna meet different challenges. But because of my and some of the leaders' roadblocks, you're gonna pick those mistakes and learn and apply it on your journey right now. So you will be able to save your time and energy and speed up your success in Atomy. And that's why all these mistakes are very important, because you have to see, we started when Atomy was still on the traditional, no online platform. You know, for you to go attend a seminar, you have to travel 2 hours, 4 hours, right? You have to, traffic is 2 hours going to Toronto. But now everything is online. And as you meet roadblocks, you know, it's a time for you to pause and reflect and step backward and assess. And then that's the time I started to question, what is it that I'm doing that's not working? Have I done something wrong? What? It's time to assess, right? I could give up then. I could give up. I just could stop it and told Ari, you know what? If this doesn't work, I'm done. But because I deeply in my heart, I really know by gut feeling, this is huge opportunity. This is a big platform. And I really, really have to find a way to analyze, to set, reassess, to navigate. What is it that I'm not doing right? Then slowly, I was able to identify, right? In 2018, last part of 2018, that was, you know, the same year, another roadblock, the same year my father passed away. And when that happened, I was like, you know, questioning myself, should I still continue Atomy? And I know some started, you know, joining, but I wasn't even hitting the auto sales master at that time. But because of my strong conviction, I said, I think I have to find a way. What is it that I'm doing wrong? And I figure it out all of a sudden. In this business, our group purchase, every like a meeting like this is your heartbeat of the business. Whoever are here are the people you have to invest your time with. You have to build solid consumers. And you have to follow up. And I wasn't doing much of those, like really follow up. I thought that when they started to purchase that they're just gonna, you know, they're just gonna keep buying. But it doesn't work like that in Atomy. Each of your customers, pay attention. You might start right now, you might start with 5 or 10. That's all right if you have 5, 10 right now. But that 5 of 10, nurture the relationship, make the connection, follow up if they're using the product, introduce one product at a time, and then they will share it eventually. Make it simple for them to replicate. The more it's complicated, it's not gonna. The same on what happened on my experience. They saw me represented with a microphone in front of the stage. You think my friends would like it? Oh, Cheryl, I couldn't do that. Why would I hold a microphone represent? They thought that that's how to get there. But little have they known that Atomy, you know what? I love the product. I don't have to complicate it. I'm just going to share to our Joyce my experience. Oh, I love my skincare. It's so good. Would you like to give it a try? She said, yes. Okay, then she will try. And then from our Joyce, can you share it to others, who would like the products too? And then if our Joyce say, and then it will so on and so forth, and then your consumers will continue to grow. But it's really about cherishing the relationship. And I'm proud to say, despite of all my roadblocks, I plant seeds. I don't burn bridges in anyone in my relationship. Even if those previous distributors who left me, consumers who, I plant seeds, I cherish the relationship, and I don't burn bridges. And I think after all those planting seeds, by 2020, when 2018 last quarter, 2019, I started to rebuild. 2020, around February, March, I think April, around that time, when I hit the auto sales master, it's been every period, every 15 days now. But I think, it's because of all the plant seeds that I've also did, the relationship, some of them who left are actually coming back, right? And they really help you when hitting the numbers, when you want to become auto sales master. And I put as well here a very old picture to see my humble beginning. That's me. I really believe in education. Education is everything for an ordinary family. I came from a family with just barely anything, just enough, right? But because I was taught that education is everything, I put it into heart. Some kids, this is, I think, a picture my dad took me, because some kids are playing on the street, but I am studying. And I mean it seriously. I'm studying. I want to be always on top of things. And probably that's why I ended up as an educator at the beginning of my career, right? And now, when I met Atomy, because I just really love the products, I walked into a path. I have completely no idea what is this industry all about. When I started to reassess my roadblocks and see, oh boy, I'm lacking some, some background on what is marketing truly and what is networking. We are a completely good networking, okay? So I read books, and though I've read different videos of Atomy and watched videos, but for you to be successful at the same time, in the note of network marketing, you also have to read books about what is this industry all about. So one of the leaders of Atomy actually said, education is the key to successful business. I think it was a Malaysian speaker. And that's true with Atomy too. We want to create a passive income, plug into the system, come. And I'm really appreciating, like our Joyce really put up the system for all of you to plug in, right? And now our system is online. So there's really no excuse not to learn. We have to learn this to solidify our conviction that this is going to work for you and your family, right? And another one is, we have to be an Atomy fun. These are like, tips how to really, achieve success in Atomy, or, how to hit auto sales master, however you're going to say it. Because as for me, this is a journey. It's going to be I still have a lot to learn. And because of my really love of the company and of the products, this one, I'm so thankful. Just this starting with the skincare, of being just a fan of the brand, and, leaving the Atomy lifestyle, just trying the products here and there, and then sharing it genuinely, truthfully. And then I tried to plug into the system. And cannot emphasize much about cherish the spirit, because the Atomy is really, I don't know, it's really, really about relationship. And that's why I said, we build relationship, we plant seeds, but we don't burn bridges. Because as you build your lineage, you may never know. One of those who just started, who seem uninterested, but all of a sudden pop up and see, oh my God, this is, see the vision. And that's why, if you burn the bridges, it's hard to, get back. But, because you truly cherish the spirit, they're going to cheer for you, build for you in this business. And roadblocks, oh boy, if I gave up, can you imagine if I gave up? I probably have to be working right now, my nursing, seeing my patients, because I have no choice. I have no option. And when I hear friends who says, you know what, it's really hard nursing life right now. It's really tough. I have to admit, it's really, really difficult in the nursing industry right now because the risk of the COVID, right? But because I did not give up, I have an option right now. I can say, it's okay if I work, if I don't work. But, my goal is really to quit my nursing and to focus and to help as many partners, to be there, to share my story, to inspire. And then, that we can build each other all together. And the last is persevere. It's all about how strong is your determination in atomy. Just really persevere. Keep going, aja aja. They always say that, aja aja, because we will face different challenges, but because we're like sisters, we're like family, you're always free to ask information and, persevere and get that passive income from the Atomy platform. This one is just something to share for you to really see the value of, value of 2000. Let's just talk about 2000 because 2000, when I do not understand this concept, like with the stock market, you know what? 2000 is not a lot because considering with the nursing, your income, but 2000 passive and 2000 from active income is completely different, right? Now, we get interested with how much money, try to self-evaluate us, right? How much money do we need to have in our stocks or in our savings or the dividend yield? If you want to make 2000, only 2000, let's just talk about 2000 for now. How much money do you have? You need to have with a 4% dividend yield. And 4% is actually on the higher yield already, right? Because sometimes they say 5 above is high risk. We need to have 600, some 700,000 savings for us to live off a life with dividends of 2,000 every month or 24,000 every year. Now, this doesn't need to be expert in mathematics, but this just requires simple common sense. And that's why I want to really share this out because I haven't understood about this when I just started with Adam because I was just thinking, you know what, it's too small. But when finally I'm seeing it coming on my bank account, I've just realized, wow, it's huge. And then I started to learn about, inquire about stock market. Wow. Now, do I have 600,000? Anybody here? Raise your hand. Who has 600,000? Because if you have 700,000 in your stock market on your savings already, you know what? I know, but if you have 700,000 or 600 right now in your investment, you might not say, you know what? I would say you might probably not gonna need Atomy at the beginning because you're living off a passive income already. So your motivation has to be higher and your determination because you're already living up with a passive income, right? Now, which one is hard? To save up 700,000 and so we can make 2,000 to 4,000, or the Atomy platform, which is all set up for us, but given that you love the products, all you have to do and all we have to do is really open our mouth and just share it and build it despite whatever hardships. Just keep sharing, keep adding membership. And eventually, once you're plugged in and people are plugged in and your partners you invite to the system, there eventually, I am a testimony of that. There you will eventually hit the auto sales master and the passive income 2 to 4K. That's given. But to save 700,000, I tried to calculate it honestly on my living expense. Oh my God, I have a headache. How much do I have to save? Because we have to pay off our living expense, our car, our mortgage and everything. It's not that easy to set aside 3,000 to 4,000 on our bank account, right? But the platform is huge. That's why this could really give us a solid income. And this is a chart that they shared before. And now I look at it as I was preparing this slide, it has a different meaning on my end now. When I seen this chart at the beginning, I wasn't still making 2K. You know what? Time, it depends on your part, your effort, your dedication, the number of people you connect. But once you hit that and you continue to plug in, I know that the compound growth is huge. From 2, you're going to hit 4 and people hit 10,000, right? So it's just a matter of time. It's up to you to condense it, to shorten the time, you know, for all the mistakes, the lessons that everybody been through. This is your initial goal. This is our initial goal. Before we hit 50,000, we have to hit this first. And this one really resonates to me. You know, this saying, you know, when the time is right, you know, it will really happen. He will really make it happen. Because I've been through a lot of challenges, but because I didn't give up and the timing was right already, pandemic, online platform, now I can connect because I don't have to leave my children at home to plug into the system. Before, I still have to quarrel to my husband to attend a meeting because who will look after my children, right? Who will prepare the meal? But now I just have to click and then I'm cooking and I could plug in and listen. So when the time is right, the Lord will make it happen. When the time is right, it's going to happen for you, but with your effort and diligence. And Atomy platform is really about building each other. It's about teamwork. It's about, for me, it's about helping somebody who's just starting, lifting them up, and, you know, cheering for them. They always say, see you at the top. Is the top 10,000? Is the top 20,000? Is the top 50,000 every month? You can set that goal for yourself, you know. But it's really about building and helping each other. And personally, I don't even mind to see like some of our downlines more successful, who's speeding up on the platform and the ladder with Atomy, with the promotions. I'm gonna cheer for them genuinely, because you know what? We are on a journey. We're not competing with each other. We need to cheer and build each other and support each other, right? Because we're on this as a journey. This is not a race. And for me, that's how I reflect on it. And through this process, I'm truly humbled because I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And I just hope that, you know, with my sharing, with my personal sharing, that you can solidify your conviction and really do not give up on this business. And now that it will open in Europe, it's gonna be an amazing, like, I have a gift to see and I could feel it just by my guts. It's gonna be amazing for you guys. Those in Europe, you're gonna have a hard time at the beginning, but you know what? It's gonna be exciting for you. Just get those membership or else other people will get them. Add them in your lineage and connect with everybody you know. Everywhere, connect. I share, they ignore me, but that's okay. But I'm still walking this path. I'm running, I'm walking when I'm tired, but I'm running and walking. But nobody can tell you, you know, what to do. This is your platform. Take ownership of the business. And I think that's it for my sharing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Cheryl, for that inspirational speech. I know that a lot of our members are inspired of what you have just shared to us, and I know that they are really getting into the nerves to really do Atomy even better.